On the 24th day of Christmas, my best friend sent to me 24 fairies dancing,
23 dice are rolling,
22 landslide,
21 Fox Squirrels,
20 exorcists, 19 Sith Lords, 18 starships,
17 blades are clashing,
16 scissors held,
15 Final Fantasies,
14 doctors living,
13 Warcraft races,
12 DC heroes,
11 fire arrows,
10 nerdy birdies,
9 generations,
8 quirks of forming,
7 wands of waving,
6 flying ghasts,
5 French heroes, 4 fantastic people, 3 vampire hunters, 2 dark clouds,
and a fortnight filled with rage.
Merry Christmas Eve, guys. Electrininja here. And since it's 24 fairies dancing, what better time to talk about a game that has fairies that like Ni no Kuni. If you guys actually paid attention while the song was playing, then you noticed that I didn't put normal fairies. I put fairies from Ni no Kuni. And a little, and yeah. So today's video is gonna be a review. I think I tried to do a review a while ago, but I don't think I uploaded it. Where I talked about Ni no Kuni 2, not Ni no Kuni 1. But today's video is going to talk about both of them, very briefly, because these two games are probably my favorite series that from level 5 in recent years. The reason I say in recent years is because they haven't really done too much recently. But back in the PlayStation 2 era, they had like some of the greatest games on the planet. Hence the reason why Dark Cloud was the first day. But anyways, let's talk about Ni no Kuni. If you guys don't know what Ni no Kuni is, it's the original game was a combination of Level 5 and Studio Ghibli. And if you guys have been watching the recent videos, then you know I'm a big fan of Studio Ghibli. But Ni no Kuni, the original one, is about this boy named Oliver who just lost his mother, like you do in most anime or in most video games or a lot of Japanese movies. And my glasses are being a pain. And then his doll comes to life, and it's a fairy that brings him into this new world. And it's this game was amazing. But basically, Oliver has to travel the world, saving the day, and it's the best way I could describe it is Final Fantasy 12, because it's a very similar the gameplay is very similar to Final Fantasy 12's gameplay. It's Final Fantasy 12 meets Pokemon. And it's great, because you collect all these things, you have to evolve them, you have to train them up, and all that jazz. And that's what the first game is. The second game is a lot less of that, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. But both of these games I give a 10 out of 10 because they're that good. Ni no Kuni 1 is a little bit better, mostly because a lot of the cutscenes, they actually got the animators from Studio Ghibli to make 2D animated cutscenes for this game, and it's just like, I want this in my life, give it to me. But yeah, so one of the main things about this game, specifically, Ni no Kuni 2 is a little bit different, is that you have to travel between the two worlds in order to save everyone in this world. A lot of the main characters have alternates in our world, aka Oliver's world, and Ni no Kuni, aka the new world. So yeah. But then there's Ni no Kuni 2, which does not have really anything to do with the first game, except that it takes place in the two same worlds with new characters. The main character, Evan, is actually the descendant of the king in Ni no Kuni 1 from Ding Dong Dell. But that's one of the few connections there is. The other connection is the fact that Roland is somewhere in Oliver's world. He comes from Oliver's world. The thing is that he is the president of the United States, while Ollie is just some random kid in the middle of nowhere in the United States. Which is kind of weird that this is a Japanese game that takes place in the United States in the New World, but I can deal with it. There's also practically no fairies in this. The only fairy is this one. Oh, he's not on the cover. No, but he is on the back cover. So, yeah, you can see him. So this guy is a fairy. He talks like one of their fairies of the original game. And, yeah, and they do mention that years ago, some stuff happened with Ni no Kuni 1, but it's like after Ni no Kuni 1, which is why this game can be played without playing the first game. It's really good. It's like, the thing about, if you actually know the Final Fantasies, you can actually, if you look throughout the series, then you'll notice little bits and pieces like, that looks like it would be something from this other game, but none of them are actually specifically said, hey, this is the same universe as this other one, except for 10 and 7, which they did actually confirm. And then there's 15, which Noctis's who knows how many great grandmother is Yuffie, but that'll be a theory for another video. But this is directly connected, but you don't need to play the first game, which I've seen very few games that have succeeded in doing that, like, at all. But yeah, but that's mostly because this takes place thousands of years later, while Final Fantasy takes place millions of years later, and Kingdom Hearts takes place less than years apart. So, yeah. But yeah, would I suggest getting these two games? Abso-frickin-lutely. Now, obviously, they're only for the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4. There might be, I'm not 100% certain, don't quote me on this, but I think they might have ported this to PlayStation 4 on the store, but I could be very wrong. But, yeah, play these two games in any order. But yeah, this game, unlike Ni no Kuni 1, it doesn't have the Pokemon theme, and it's action-based instead of being the instead of being kind of turn-based, kind of action-based, which the first game was. And it's just, yeah. One thing as well about combat. This combat is better than, is closer to action-based than it is to turn-based, which is why it's better than 12, because 12 is a little bit closer to turn-based. So, yeah. So yeah, if you're going to check out these games, then do, because they're great, and have fun with another series that no one would have thought of before. And sadly, you won't be able to get them before Christmas, because this video comes out on Christmas Eve. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching, and have a Merry Christmas. Tomorrow is the full song. But on, guys. Oh, and don't forget to check out the book.